like we all see this war in Ukraine and how it's just devastating, especially what showing them, looking to the media. So lately, like, because I'm hungry to know what's going on and trying to understand, at night, we all have cell phones. I look to the news and look to that, especially Daily Mail, like they give you the reality check. And I feel so bad and down, and I sleep over it. And I know it's horrible, but I even get nightmares. And it just day after day put me down. And I don't know if this is related, but how do I feel better if, like, and I cannot help myself not seeing the news because I want to know. What is it? So
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes sense. How to deal with that.
So yeah, some crazy shit's going on right now, right? Like, and it feels like almost like our duty to look at our phone and be updated and to know what's going on and to feel bad for people. And God, like, you can only say this in a group like this, and maybe this, even with this group, this is going to be like a little bit hard to hear, but we can't allow ourselves to do that. If we want to be a part of something and look at tricky things going on, like whether it is, COVID or the war, or when just all the kind of crazy stuff going on, right? Before we can look at these situations, we have to have solid energy. Because if you go and look at a situation and it pulls you in, what use are you? Zero, right? And it doesn't make sense to look at a situation if it's just going to bring you down and make you incapable of even doing anything about it. Because law of attraction wise, if you're going to look at something and feel shitty about it, you're not even helping. You're actually doing the opposite. You're feeding into a crazy energy that is not what you want to propagate. So we really have to understand what do we want to propagate? Because whatever you're allowing yourself to feel right now, you're propagating. So it is very possible to say, you know what, I want to be an informed citizen and I want to understand what's going on. And so before I turn on my phone, before I look at the news, I got some work to do. I need to maybe meditate, relax. I need to decide how I want to feel, which is maybe you want to feel nothing. Maybe your intention is, I just want to observe what's going on and maintain feeling like I'm okay. So you make that intention of how you want to feel and you get in that place, and then you open up your phone, check out what's going on. Ultimately, let's say there's a situation and you want to help. Like, let's say that you want to be one of these warriors who helps. And maybe that's in donating money. Maybe that is in trying to help people raise money. Maybe that is in organizing something. If you are doing that kind of work and generally that work brings your energy down, even if you are sending supplies somewhere, you're energetically not helping. Because the most powerful thing any of us could do with law of attraction, the most powerful thing is for us to be able to take our energy, maintain solution-oriented energy before diving into a problem. So when we are now working on it, we're now able to attract solutions rather than attract what's actually going on. And so if we're just going to look at stuff that's going on and give energy to all of that, then we now call up our friend and we say, can you believe what's going on? This is what's happening. Putin is doing this. And as we say, this is what's going on, we are propagating the energy of this is what's going on. So I would say that it's not beginner level work to try to, become a law of attraction soldier. Although it's very possible in terms of that. So it might be easier for a lot of us to bow out of these conversations, because if we're going to just go and talk with friends and reiterate what is, we are propagating what is. So maybe out of everything in the entire world, there are aspects of it that we really like. Let's talk about those aspects. Like, wow, isn't it amazing that their president is standing up in a way that nobody else is? Can we just have all of our conversations focused on like how amazing this guy is? Can we focus on, but wow, like my entire Facebook is just flooded with people putting together programs and resources. Isn't that good? So that's a question, is like, when you're out for coffee with a friend, when you're, when you are texting people, when you're chatting online, what are you chatting about? Is the energy of what you're chatting about propagating what you want or what you don't want? And so if you can't do that, if you can't maintain your energy, then I would say you should not be looking at anything that is troublesome. And I don't want you to feel bad about that, because ideally, and especially what we're doing in here, is we're all here to learn and get really good at owning our energy. And so maybe we say, like, I can't, like, energetically, I'm not equipped right now to like be really powerful in this really hard situation. So rather than try to solve or feel bad about this war that's going on, in the meantime, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn how to control myself. I'm going to learn how to control my energy. I'm going to learn how to be a thriving person. Because when I learn how to be a thriving person, now my energy, my good energy is shooting out everywhere. And now I meet this other person, and now they want, and they want to talk about it. And now you are propagating thriving people, because the only thing that we can really do is be thriving, and in proxy of being thriving, showing other people that you can thrive. And that's what we want to do. We want to say, I own my energy. I can thrive in really tricky times. And then we become the most powerful people. And that's when we are solution oriented. And that's when we have ideas on how to help. And that's when we are our most powerful. We are not able to actually help unless we can look at something difficult and maintain where we want to be.